1. Single founder. To start with, it is a vote of no confidence. It probably means that the founder couldn't talk any of his friends into starting the company with him. That's pretty alarming because his friends are the ones who know him best. But even if the founder's friends were all wrong and the company is a good bet, he's still at a disadvantage. Starting a startup is too hard for one person. Even if you could do all the work yourself, you need colleagues to brainstorm with, to talk you out of stupid decisions, and to cheer you up when things go wrong. 2. Bad location. It's an interesting question why cities become startup hubs, and the reason startups prosper in them is probably the same as it is for any industry. That's where the experts are. In such startup hubs, standards are higher. People are more sympathetic to what you're doing. The kind of people you want to hire live there. Supporting industries are present in close proximity. The people you run into in chance meetings are in the same business. These factors combine to boost startups in Silicon Valley and squish them in Detroit. 3. Niche ideas. Choosing a small, obscure niche in the hope of avoiding competition is always a bad idea. It probably means that the problem you're solving isn't a common one. If you are making anything useful, you're going to have competitors, so you may as well face that. You can avoid competition only by avoiding good ideas. 4. Derivative ideas. Many of the applications Y-Combinator gets are imitations of some existing companies. That's one source of ideas, but not the best. If you look at the origins of successful startups, few were started in imitation of some other startup. They got their ideas from some specific unsolved problem the founders identified. So, instead of copying Facebook with some variation that Facebook rightfully ignored, look for ideas from the other direction. Instead of starting from companies and working back to the problems they solved, look for problems and imagine the company that might solve them. Ask yourself, what do people complain about? What do you wish there was? 5. Over-attachment. Do not get too attached to your original plan if it isn't producing the desired results. Most successful startups end up doing something different than they originally intended, often so different that it doesn't even seem like the same company. You must be prepared to see the better idea when it arrives, and the most challenging part of that is often discarding your old idea. 6. Bad programmers. Many companies were started by business guys who thought the way startups worked was that you had some clever idea and then hired programmers to implement it. That is actually much harder than it sounds, almost impossibly hard, because business guys cannot tell which programmers are good. They don't even get a shot at the best ones because no one really good wants a job implementing the vision of a business guy.